Oh, hey. Oh, hello, Michelle. Very nice to meet you. Yeah. My name is Dr. Snowflake, yeah. Actually, doctor, it's Michael now. I haven't been Michelle for almost 12 years. So like moving forward, it would be really nice if you would, not dead name me. Because that's the name that my father gave me, and he was very abusive. Not that you need to know that, but he was very abusive. Oh, yeah. So sorry, my mistake. Silly Dr. Snowflake. So, how can I help you today, Michelle? Michael. Well, Doc, I'm having these stomach pains that are getting like really, they're getting really, severe. Hey, do you have anywhere I could sit down? I really need to sit down. Do you have some water? I feel like I have to throw up, No chairs? Really? Okay, well, so I'm having these like contractions. It feels like there's something kicking around and it's like trying to like get out, It's trying to like bust out of my stomach. Like one of those baby, creepy things in one of those space alien movies. Do you know what I mean? That go bee, that's what it feels like. It feels like there's something in my belly. I just don't know what it is. Oh, wow. Yeah. Sounds like you're pregnant, yeah. Let's have a look, shall we? Yeah. Excuse me? Pregos? Impossible. I'm a man. I'm so sorry, yeah. I'm so sorry, but what else could possibly make a kick from the inside of your belly, yeah? Like, what else? Only a baby could do this. Well, there's this, it's possible, I read this article online once. Maybe it was Cosmo. I don't know. I don't know. Fucking baby space alien. Duh. Hello. Obviously, a space alien could burst out of your. Did you see that? What was that? Was there something on my head? But seriously, Dr. Snowflake, no offense or anything, but it's probably in your best interest that you stop asking me these ridiculously inappropriate questions about my gender and like what could come out of the belly. Obviously a space alien, okay? So stop being such a dick. I'm so sorry. No, Dr. Snowflake being so stupid. Don't listen to me. You probably have a constipation, yeah? Yeah, you constipated, yeah. You have so much poo-poo in your belly. It's starting to come out, yeah? I do not appreciate you making a mockery of my gender identity. Thank you. This is a low blow. I identify as a man, and you need to respect me as such, okay? So as a man, there is no fucking way I could be pregnant. Do you under-fucking-stand? I'm a man! Yeah. Sure. Hey, Michael, if you're such a man, show me your penis, yeah? Show me that penis, yeah? I hate you, Dr. Snowflake. You better lawyer up, pal, because I'm gonna sue you for every penny you have. You will never work in the medical field again. Oh, shit. You'll never work in the medical field again. Damn it, now you know. No. God damn it. Snowflake, you're doing great. I fucked up. You were doing great. Snowflake, no, it's not your fault. You were doing great. Just, next time, maybe when you're putting down the gaff tape, make sure you gaff the entire cord, because otherwise I'm going to trip on it. But it's not your fault. It's a learning curve.
Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks. Gucci flip-flops with Louis Vuitton socks. Listen, little bitch, we don't fuck with small talk. We associate with people that are known to call cops. See that shine from my wrist to my neck, all rocks.
And welcome back to a brand new episode of DarthNews, special edition. There are two genders. You can go ahead and try to change my mind, but I doubt it'll work. You probably won't. As a matter of fact, don't even try. It's not even worth it. I can guarantee you I won't change my mind. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, DarthNews is putting down the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp shenanigans for one video, and instead, he's gonna pick up some social justice bullshit. If you happen to be one of the 35% of my subscribers that make it to the end of my videos, then you would know that I recently said that I'm going to start tackling this social justice bullshit. And if you don't want that, then just skip the video. You don't have to unsubscribe, okay? My opinions aren't going to really fit the mainstream narrative of there's infinite genders. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really what DarthNews is about. I don't know if you can tell. I don't give a fuck about these social justice warriors. I do not run with the social justice crowd. I'm not about the identity politics. I am not about that fucking intersectional feminism life. As a matter of fact, I am the opposite of a social justice warrior. I am a free speech warrior, a free speech advocate, and the Second Amendment advocate as well. So as the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard news slowly phases out into the distance, at least until January, I will slowly be phasing in videos of me tackling this social justice bullshit. I will be calling it out when I see it, every time I see it. Not every time, because that would be like non-stop. But I'm gonna, yeah. Like I said, I'm here to melt snowflakes. Well, that's what my original purpose was. And if you don't like that, then you can unsubscribe. I expect to lose a few subscribers for talking about this topic and topics that, you know, I'm going to talk about in the future. I expect to lose subscribers, but I also expect to gain a whole slew of new subscribers. A whole army of Darthanites that are ready to take on this social justice and meet them at the gates of hell. Or your phone screen. My channel. My channel is actually the gateway to hell. Yeah. Yeah. I can go say hi to Hitler right now if you want. Check it out. Watch this. Okay, alright. That was not a fun time. He was not in a good mood. Sorry. Well, I mean, yeah, Hitler is usually never in a good mood. But, you know, he's tight. We're tight. He's cool. I'm not a racist, but, you know, we hang out. Did Darth just tell the truth, but as a joke? Pretending he was joking, but really he's telling the truth and expecting us to think it's a joke, but really I know it's the truth? Was that what he was doing? Is he a racist? He's so racist! DarthNews is racist, and he's sexist, and he's misogynistic. He is such a transphobe. Darth is such a transphobic. Why would you remind me of that, Snowflake, you asshole? Dude, I don't want to remember that. Oh, okay, so that's true, yeah. There's no way I could be transphobic, because Snowflake just reminded me that this one time in college I was really drunk and apparently I had sex with a tranny. I can't confirm or deny that this happened, but apparently, yeah, it happened? Yeah, okay, so Snowflake confirms it happened. I passed out, I blacked out with the cock ring around my dick and balls, and I was passed out for 13 hours. So yes, it's exactly how you imagined it. I felt something a little funny in the morning, I felt like I had to pee, but I couldn't. And then, you know, the next step was lift up the blanket and see what's going on. And I lift up the blanket, and my goddamn penis looked like a balloon animal. I'm just kidding. I made the whole thing up about the tranny, but the rest of it's true. So if it's okay with you, I'd like to talk about Netflix, also known as Wokeflix. Don't you just love watching TV shows with an extra helping of social justice on the side, injected with these radical leftist ideologies? Don't you love that? I certainly do. I love being, you know, lectured about gender when I'm watching TV. I love that. Well, it turns out that Wokeflix, Netflix, is no longer just trying to target adults. They're now targeting children with their fucking crazy propaganda. That is right, Netflix is now openly pushing transsexual propaganda to your kids, to your children, with the assumption that men can be women and women can be men. No big deal, no problemo. Everyone has to accept it, bend the knee. And even if you adjust your parental controls for your kids on Netflix to, if you change your account settings to children, they will still see this bullshit. They will still see it because it's made for kids. Netflix and all these progressives that work for Netflix are making sure that your kids are being confused about their gender. They're making sure that your kids are going to question their identity because that's part of their agenda. They want to make sure your kids are like, Mommy, I think I'm a boy, but I don't have a pee-pee. It's like, no. Why are we talking about this? Why are we talking to kids about changing their sex? Not only talking about that, but encouraging them to do so as children. Why are we encouraging kids to change their sex when they're not old enough to have sex, or even watch sex, or talk about sex? Like, we're talking about like 8 or 9-year-olds. This is not okay. In my opinion, if you're not old enough to have sex, then you can't change your sex, okay? So before I lose my goddamn temper, let's go ahead and watch this social justice nonsense that Netflix just put out last week. It's been out for a week, but let's go ahead and watch a clip. Let's watch a clip of this nonsense. Applejack, hit it.
Have you been giving him fluids? If he's dehydrated, we'll need to place an IV. Have him change into this.
I don't want the blue one. I don't want the blue one.
I don't want the blue one. I don't want the blue one. Yeah, lots of boys don't like blue, okay? That doesn't mean that they're fucking transsexual.
Can I please talk to you two outside? I know that you guys are busy.
Doctors, can I speak to you in private, please? In the hall? Like right now? Right now! Chop chop, let's go! Like I know you're busy, guys, okay? I know you're really busy, but... Exactly, yes, we are very busy, little girl. We're very busy, and in fact, between the two of us, we have over 35 years of medical school. So what do you have? But you know what? No, just stop there. Just don't even answer that question, because whatever you have to say from this point forward is going to be irrelevant, inaccurate, and scientifically false. So do me a favor and grab all of your little SJW bullshit, pick it up, put it in a bag, and see yourself out. There's the door. Well, anyway, that's how it should have went down, but it didn't. It didn't, because Netflix shows are not real life.
I know that you guys are busy, but as you would see, if you looked at her and not her chart, Bailey is not a boy. And by treating her like one, you are completely ignoring who she is.
Oh, so now he's not a boy. Oh, I get it. Yeah, okay. All right, so then tell me, my little BLM activist. Well then, what is that thing dangling between his legs? Because that looks like a penis to me. And what has penises? Boys. What has vaginas? Girls. It's a phase. It will pass. And every 6-year-old will feel humiliated all the time. It's called being a kid. And this kid, this poor boy, thinks he's a girl for the show, but if this were real life, he thinks he's a girl because these radically progressive teachers are indoctrinating him. These teachers are indoctrinating your kids. Without your permission, they're calling your kid Sally when his name is clearly Sam. They're pulling dresses out of the costume closet for theater, and they're letting your little boy wear dresses, and they're trying to confuse your kids. Oh, so you don't actually believe this is happening? Okay, well why don't you do a quick little Google search, like a good little SJW, and find out for yourself. You know, this is all a phase, okay? Kids that young are going through a phase. Trust me, when I was like 6 or 7, I thought I was gay, until I saw my very first penis in PE class. And I was like, no thank you, I am good, where's the pussy buffet? I was like watching lesbian porn until I graduated college. I was traumatized. No, that does not mean I'm in the closet. It just means I really don't like dicks. Except for my dick. I like my dick. You might like my dick. Who knows? I'm single. Yes, Tina, I could only watch lesbian porn for a good decade of my life. No, I'm not insecure. No, I can watch straight porn now. But, no, Tina, I'm not insecure. I'm not compensating. No, I'm not. No.
And that's not gonna help her feel good or safe or calm.
Feel good, safe, and calm? I mean, yeah, it's important to keep your kids safe. It's definitely important to keep children safe. By keeping your kids far, far away from these psychotic, radical lunatics that are perpetuating and encouraging this delusion. This delusional phase that a kid will go through. A kid doesn't even understand what a fucking genitalia is at 6 years old, 7 years old. Kids don't understand how you even have babies at that age, unless you're a really weird parent and you're telling your kids what sex is at that age. I mean, you do you. You can raise your kid however you want. But in my opinion, in my nuclear family racist opinion, I believe you shouldn't teach kids about, until they're at least like 12, 13. Then you have the real talk, because at that age, they can actually start exploring their sexuality. But at 7 years old, you do not know who you are. And giving children hormone blockers, which will fuck them up for life, should be considered child abuse. These kids don't know who they are. I could barely remember when I was 6 or 7. Your balls have not even dropped yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? Roughly 40% of the trans community attempts suicide. About 30% succeed. So if this child tries to commit suicide and succeeds, his death is going to lay on the shoulders of all of you sick motherfuckers encouraging this gender dysphoria. I want to make it very clear that I have no problem with transgenders. I am friends with an FTM and an MTF, which is a male to female and a female to male, and I respect them as such. I know in my heart of hearts that my friend Ben is actually a girl who was originally named Jen. I know my friend is biologically a woman, but I treat him as he would like to be treated. So I have no problem with people wanting to be transsexual. I believe you can be trans. I just don't believe you should push it onto 6-year-olds. If you're an adult, if you're a grown-up, more power to you. You know who you are. You've grown up. You're wise enough to make your own decisions. Your frontal cortex lobe is fully developed. You know what you're doing, and those decisions are yours to make. But a child doesn't have a fucking choice if you shove it down his throat. That didn't sound too good, shoving something down. You keep pushing these agendas on these little children, you're gonna fuck their heads up. You already are. You're already doing a very good job of that. Now you're confusing a lot of kids. Congratulations. 20% of boys from the age of 4 to 12 think they're fucking Beyonce. 10% of the 20% of those boys who are white think they're more black than most black people.
So, from here on out, please recognize her for who she is. Please recognize her for who she is.
Recognize her for who she is? Lady, little girl, you're talking to fucking doctors. Okay, doctors. They are going to treat her and recognize her for who he really is, which is a he.
Ignoring who she is. You're making her feel insignificant and humiliated. And that's not gonna help her feel good or safe or calm. So, from here on out, please recognize her for who she is. And if at all possible, could you find me a non-blue hospital gown?
I apologize.
This doctor's like, I'm sorry. Like, no doctor's gonna apologize to some 12-year-old trying to preach social justice to them when they're trying to medically diagnose a patient. No one got time for that. Hi, yeah, if it's like at all possible, if it's not too much of an inconvenience, could you please go fetch me a non-blue hospital gown? Thank you. This is a girl and she wants fucking pink. Now, I'm not trying to sound like an asshole, even though I'm going to, because anything that I say kind of sounds mean, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, right? Anyway, if you're in the hospital, right? If you're actually in the hospital, I can only assume that the color of your fucking nightgown should be the least of your fucking worries. Now these lefty woke-tards are literally lecturing medical professionals. They are lecturing professional doctors, encouraging and insisting that they treat and diagnose a biological male as a biological female. What could go wrong? And as you would see if you looked at her and not her chart, you would see that she is not a boy, you fucking bigots. What is your name? Dr. what? Dr. Bigot? Hold on. Yep, I'm looking at his catheter. Yeah, I see a catheter, I see a penis. I actually applied the catheter, so my charts tell me he's a boy. My eyes tell me he's a boy. I'm looking at a fucking boy. So little girl, my dear little BLM activist, can you please pack up your social justice shit for the last time and take your pseudoscience lefty bullshit and get out of here. There's the door. Go, hurry up. I mean, you better hope that this kid is not in the hospital for testicular cancer or testicular torsion. Because if he is, if little Bailey is in the hospital, for testicular cancer, that might be a little bit of an awkward conversation. Awkward conversation with the kid. This little boy has been raised as a little girl, but now this little girl's world is going to crumble down because this doctor's about to drop some truth bombs and tell this little kid that you're not a girl, you're a little boy, and your balls have cancer, so... You to know that people have actually died because of this kind of nonsense. In Michigan, where I live, not too long ago, there was a woman who went into the hospital and said that she had abdominal pains, as you may have seen in my opening skit, which was so awesome. She said she had abdominal pains, and she filled out her forms and said that she was a male. You can see where this is going. So she reported herself as a male who's experiencing abdominal pains. Now, because this person had written male on the form, and because this person had written male on their medical forms, the doctors examining this woman didn't treat it as if it was a medical emergency for the baby. Yeah, they knew she had a baby in her belly, and they pretended like it wasn't there. And you know what happened? The baby died. You can hate the guy all you want, but Ben Shapiro sure makes a lot of sense when he says facts do not care about your feelings. Because they don't. And they never will. Facts are facts for a reason. If they weren't facts, it would be make-believe. It would be false. It would be fake news. It would be fiction. But facts are facts for a reason. If you try to tell me 2 plus 2 is not 4, if you try to tell me 2 plus 2 isn't 4, then you're the idiot. Because 2 plus 2 is 4. That's a fact. So I'm not going to stand here and argue with anybody trying to tell me that the facts are wrong. Your feelings might not like the facts, but the facts don't give a fuck about those feelings. Newsflash, doctors are not in the business of feelings. That would be a psychiatrist. So go see a psychiatrist if your feelings are hurt. Again, medical doctors are not in the business of treating your feelings or your emotions as a medical diagnosis to a fucking fever. That is not how doctors operate. Oh my god, this is fucking nuts. This is all part of the radical social justice leftist agenda, and they want to indoctrinate your children. They want to push as many agendas as possible. They want to confuse your kids and normal kids into thinking that they might not be the sex that they were born with. They are seducing children with these radical ideologies and then manifesting them inside these kids. And over the years, they guide these children into their manifestations of these ideologies. They make damn sure it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. They continue to tell these kids that they are the opposite sex or they're fluid or whatever, and they start to believe it because they're young and they're impressionable. And this kind of shit pisses me off. If your kid's gay, if he's trans, he'll figure it out on his own. You don't need to tell him that he is or isn't a man or a woman. What the fuck is actually happening? This is some kind of, I don't know, alternate reality, some upside down clown world. It's insane. It's essentially teaching little boys that if they don't like the color blue, then they must be a trans. They must be the opposite sex. Can you imagine that? Well, guess what? I got blue, pink, purple, green. I'm gay as fuck, baby. I'm happy. I'm happy as fuck. I mask all my emotions. I keep a mask on and I put a wall up and I'm such a wreck. Anyway, my point is, these fucking idiots are stacking radical ideologies into children TV shows. This is where I draw the line, guys. I'm sorry. This is where I draw the line. This show is preaching to the world that if a doctor walks into a room and treats a boy as a biological boy, then he's done something wrong? Like, what the actual fuck is going on? I have a loogie. Yeah. Oh. I don't want to swallow. I don't want to swallow it. I don't want to swallow it. That made it worse. I mean, I'm sorry to shatter your world and inform all of you that biological sex matters. It matters a lot, especially in the context of medical diagnoses. Are you fucking kidding me? It is so important to know what sex you are when being medically diagnosed or treated by a doctor. And any doctor, any good doctor, honest doctor, not a coward, any real doctor will tell you that your biological sex definitely matters. The left has now dictated to everybody, like good little fascists, good little SJW Marxist communists, that everybody has to acquiesce and bend the knee to this nonsense. If you disagree, bye-bye. If you have any kind of different opinion, bye-bye. You're canceled. Fuck that shit. If you don't support trans women of color, then you're a racist Nazi bigot. You're a cruel, nasty, bigoted human being who's gonna burn in hell. Yeah, you're a Nazi. Oh, I'm a Nazi. You're the one trying to silence everyone who doesn't agree with you. You're the one burning fucking books. You're the one destroying buildings, burning buildings, causing riots in the streets. And you're the one confusing children and forcing them to question their biological sex. Because according to BLM, the nuclear family is racist. The traditional white family, the traditional husband, wife, and kids, white picket fence, the American dream, that's racist. And that about wraps up this episode of Darth News, special edition. Everybody hates crazy people. Yeah. Shut up, Applejack. Yeah, yes, I know I'm crazy, but I'm a good kind of crazy. I can be a bad kind of crazy, but hey, justice! Well, that's all I really have to say about that. Thank you so goddamn much for tuning in to another episode of Darth News. I really mean it when I say this. I appreciate all of the support, all of your engagement, all of I love all of you. Thank you so much for watching my content. I just have to say that, because if I don't thank the people that are the reason I'm here, then I'd be a fraud. I'd be a fraud. Anyway, that about wraps up all I have to say on this topic, until next time anyway. So thank you all so much for being here. I mean it when I say I truly appreciate you spending a few minutes of your day with me. It means the world. It really does. It would also be awesome if you would maybe, go to my Patreon and donate as little as $1 a month. Trust me, it goes a long way. I do appreciate all of the support. But if you don't want to make a commitment of like a monthly, donation, that's fine. Just go to DarthNews.com and buy some merch. There's men's tees, women's tees, men's hoodies, tank tops for men. I don't know. Go look at it. DarthNews.com. Goddamn. And I just set up the credit card machine. So if you didn't have PayPal, now I take credit cards. So feel free to slide your mom's credit card and buy a Darth News hoodie. Like more than one if you want. There's white and there's black. But if you buy the white one, you're probably a racist. I'm wearing the white one. But if you didn't really appreciate my view on this subject, if you didn't like my take on it, that's fine. Feel free to unsubscribe. I prefer you didn't, to be honest. I prefer you didn't. I prefer you hang around and just dislike the video. Don't unsubscribe, because I'll make more videos. I promise that you'll like. I promise. You know me. I'm Darth. I always keep my promise. That's true. There was that one other time. And that one time, yeah, I didn't do that. Yeah. Yes. Okay, yeah, I get it. Hey, whoa, I get it. I break my promises all the time. Just shut the... However, if you enjoyed my content even a little bit, even 1%, like when you see a Rotten Tomato score and it's a 1%, and you're like, wow, that movie must really suck. Well, even if you think this movie sucks, just hit that goddamn notification bell right now. Hit the bell. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, don't you dare forget to pull out. That is POOL, unless you're trying to have some babies. Then make a video, and I want to just send it to me. I'll watch it. I will. I'll watch the video. If you send me a sex video, I will do that.